Right, US President Donald Trump is pushing for a new ceasefire between Israel and Hamas, saying that his top priority is safety for the people of Gaza.
Now, this comment comes ahead of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's scheduled visit to the White House next week.
I want the people of Gaza to be safe, more importantly. I want to see safety for the people of Gaza. They've gone through hell.
Well, according to reports, President Trump will offer his personal pledge on ending the war along with a phased deal that includes the release of hostages and the continuation of peace negotiations. The so-called Witkoff framework includes a 60-day ceasefire and a U.S. guarantee of continued diplomatic engagement, even if a permanent agreement is not immediately reached.
Now, pressure is building on Israeli Prime Minister, who visited Nir Oz kibbutz on Thursday with his wife. Netanyahu met survivors of Hamas's 2023 attacks and freed hostages from the community and vowed to bringing back the remaining hostages as well.
I feel a deep obligation, first of all, to ensure the return of all our hostages, all of them. There are still 20 alive and there are more dead. We will bring them all back.
Netanyahu faced criticism from Israeli protesters and Germany's ambassador, who demanded a ceasefire deal for the sake of hostages still held in Gaza.
It's clear that only a deal is the surest way to bring the hostages home. That's how it worked in the past, and it can work again. Not a war that goes on forever, but a deal with all the difficulty of closing a deal with Hamas.
United Nations officials say a humanitarian crisis is unfolding in Gaza and vital services could collapse within days if a ceasefire is not reached.
Without an urgent influx of fuel, incubators will shut down. Ambulances will be unable to reach the injured and the sick, and water will not be able to be purified. The delivery by the United Nations and our partners of what little of our life-saving humanitarian aid is left in Gaza will grind to a halt. The Secretary General once again calls for full, safe and sustained humanitarian access so aid can reach people who have been deprived of the basics of survival for way too long.
Meanwhile, Israeli-backed American organization Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, the GHF, has denied the report that American contractors guarding the foundation's aid sites in Gaza were using live ammunition and stun grenades as hungry Palestinians scrambled for food.
The Israeli military, which partners with GHF on security, called these reports propaganda pushed by Hamas and denied deliberately harming civilians.
The reports about the extensive casualties allegedly at the distribution center are lies. It's another piece of propaganda from the terrorist organization Hamas as part of its broader plan to obstruct the distribution of aid. Unfortunately, lies are being spread daily.